Our chosen genre is a psychological crime thriller, which is a fictional thriller story which emphasises the psychology of its characters and their unstable emotional states. The crime aspect comes into play as it adds to the narrative and drives the plot forward, and also links the hero and villain together. In this documentary, we are going to discuss the codes and conventions of the genre, like stock characters and props, displaying the audience research we have collected, and including interviews that we have conducted. Our main focus will, however, be openings of psychological crime thrillers, as we will be taking inspiration from them for our own opening. Codes and conventions. Stock characters. The villain stock character features prominently in this genre, often being a criminal and being an outcast from society by either being disfigured or mentally ill. The hero and villain usually relate to each other, and the hero usually has a psychological problem that they overcome at the end in a hero versus villain situation. The damsel in distress, also known as a princess, drives the plot forward as the hero strives to save her throughout the plot, and is usually the villain's main victim and is kidnapped by the victim in many situations, which in the end the hero has to save her from. The role of the donor often helps the hero by giving him a piece of evidence or information that helps the hero capture the villain or make the plot strive forward further. Without the donor, the hero will be much less likely to succeed. Codes and conventions. Stock settings. A stock setting for psychological crime thrillers is a woods or forest, as this creates enigma and creates an eerie atmosphere too. The hero is more often than not related to police work, so naturally one of the stock settings is a police station or cell in which the villain and the hero meet for the first time or encounter each other. Realistic settings create very similitude and help the audience relate to the character or the situation. Codes and conventions. Stock props. A stock prop is weapons, as this is what the villain usually uses to terrorise the hero or any other civilians. Weapons such as guns and knives connote danger and therefore fit the narrative theme. Masks are very significant as they create enigma and also fit to the psychological theme as the audience wonder who is behind the mask. They also link to the stock character false hero, as characters that you often expect to be the hero are often not. Items linked to substance abuse are often found in psychological crime thrillers as they show the problems that characters have. This includes alcohol, cigarettes and drugs. Documents are often found in psychological crime thrillers, as heroes often keep records on murders, or villains use it to plot their doings. Codes and conventions. Stock costumes. Heroes often wear suits in psychological crime thrillers. They connote wealth, authority and power, which also signifies success. Villains often wear orange convict suits, which signifies that they have committed a crime. This connotes evil and helps the audience realise their motives. Opening analyses. Low-key lighting is often used in psychological crime thrillers, especially when the villain is present, as this creates enigma and signifies that he's dangerous. However, heroes are often seen in high-key lighting. Non-diegetic parallel sound is often used to anchor the film. The music is usually eerie and mysterious to create tension or enigma. A tracking shot can signify the importance of a character so that the audience knows this is probably the hero, and is often used in the start of the film so we can guess who the hero is early on. The editing is often fast-paced to create very similitude to the situation and also signifies the villain's state of mind, as it can be very messed up and all over the place. Close-ups are also used to signify the importance of a character, which can either be the hero or the villain, especially at the start of the extract so the audience knows which characters to focus on. Two shots signify binary opposites. Overall, the common codes of conventions we found in the openings are weapon props, low-key lighting, fast-paced editing, eerie non-diegetic music, shots and costumes that signify characters and settings that create tension and or realism. Audience research.
Don't know, probably well, there's going to be a hero and a villain, so the hero, if it's a psychological thriller, would be either a cop or someone who has to unravel some form of mystery.
I think character-wise it's going to be someone with a really messed up childhood, crazy parents, someone who probably had really bright future prospects but kind of went a bit downhill along those kind of lines.
You'll probably see some sort of victim, whether it's the main character or not, an antagonist, doctors, police if it's some sort of thriller.
No, okay, so in the beginning of the movie I expect it to be kind of like black and white. I'm thinking like Sin City, so it was black and white opening, really like slow paced, but it gives you enough detail to let you know what's happening in the story and get a basic grasp on the concepts that it's going to throw through.
Okay, opening wise, I think maybe like something like really dark. It's not actually at the start of the film. It's like something that happens in the middle of the film and they put it at the start to like entice you and like set the mood and set the scene, and like it sort of builds up to that one big moment in their lives, or like it's like a trigger factor or something like.
Something that creates suspense and kind of sets the scene and sets that it's going to be psychological and thrilling.
Also I like the endings because it brings everything to full circle, like the entire mystery and everything. So I don't know, the feels that the movie gives you, the sort of how you feel towards the characters and everything.
I think it gets the adrenaline going because and it gets you thinking, whereas a lot of films, like a lot of cliche films, don't do that. So yeah, the fact that it gets your heart racing, you start to figure it out and try and understand it. I think that's what I enjoy most. I think that's what I get out of it.
It interesting stories, good plots, good writing, usually good acting. Something that creates a good story and makes you kind of invested in the characters.
Thank you for watching.